I'd like to encourage you, if you like what you see and you're finding benefit in it, please hit the like and click on subscribe, and we'll be glad to have you along with us. We'll let you know when we're putting more videos up that way. So this is Kaylin, and she's got a weanling colt by One Brilliant Desire. His name One Brilliant Dreamer?
Yes.
Yeah, did you come up with that name?
I did.
How did you come up with that name?
Back whenever I was young, I watched a movie named Dreamer, and I've always loved that movie since, so
That's good.
Carried through.
The vision is starting soon. So, what would you like to do with him one of these days?
I would love for him to be a solid ranch horse.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Well, this is where it starts, so we'll start out with the catching process. So if you just open the gate and go in there with him, and I'll help you. Okay, let's stop right there. Now, I know you were looking to me for directions, and that's okay, but what I want you to do is keep your focus on that colt. And you see, he's already looking at you. If we'd have missed because we weren't paying attention that he was already acknowledging your presence, you see, we would have been lying to him by just going to him. But now that you've got him, you know, he's standing there presenting himself to you right now. So I would come over just slightly to the left there and approach. Now stop right there. See, as soon as he looked in at you, that was a good place to stop. Doesn't mean that you have to back up, but it's a good place to stop. Now he did it again. So you just keep listening to me, but stay focused out there. And look what's happening. He's presenting himself more to you just because you stopped and stayed there. If you'd have kept on walking when he looked at you, he would have probably turned and gone the other way, just like he did right there. Now go to him. Go to him now. Go to his tail. It's his tail. Now stop. Give him a chance to look back. Now take your lead rope and just toss at his tail. Watch his eye, but toss at his tail. There you go, that's good. Now walk down there. Walk. There you go. And see, by giving him somewhere to go, when you walk there, he was able to come up here and turn and now look at you. Now see if you can approach him. And if he looks at you, just stop. Stop. All right, he moved on, so now go to his tail and swing the lead rope at his tail. Move to your right. Now, why do you think I had you move to your right there?
You had a place to go.
Yes. So where you were standing, you were driving him right up into pressure, and we want to put pressure on his hind end so that the relief of pressure draws his head to you. Okay? Now see if you can approach him. Move to your left. Keep a little pressure on his tail. Now quit. Now wait, he's almost ready to look at you. So I'd back up just a little bit right there. There you go. Now, move to your right just a little bit and see if you can approach straight on to him. Whoop, whoop, whoop. When he's giving you signs that he's going to have to move, you always stop. Now you can go to him. You're not going to him to catch him. You're going to him just for the chance of being able to touch him. Now come back this way. I couldn't see because you were directly in front of me. Did he let you touch him?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's go back and repeat that. Put your hand on top of his neck. There you go. And bring your halter and put underneath his neck. Cup your hand underneath his neck. Now reach over and grab your tail of your halter. Yeah, that's all right. I didn't talk to you about how to hold the halter before we started, did I? Okay, so let's do that. So let him go. We got to get your equipment ready. See, when we don't want to go there ill prepared and then have that be the reason that he leaves.
Okay.
So what I want you to do is hold this like this.
Okay.
This is going to be just like that.
Okay.
Give me the other end of the rope. Okay, so you've got this for a motivator if you need it, but you've got this. So then when you cup your hand on his bottom of his neck and you reach over his neck, you're going to get this piece of rope here, and it's going to come over his neck and then then you're right there ready to put it on because you were prepared. By not being prepared, and that's my fault because I didn't stop you before we started. So there, put that in your left hand. Just like that. All right, now this one. There, now you might need that tail. There you go. Nope, you're going the wrong way. Don't chase his head. Go see how he turned away from you? When he turns away, you go to his tail.
Okay.
The tail will cause that head to come to you. Now move over to his left, to your right. Put your hand underneath his neck. There you go. Now get that halter. Ain't that neat? Good job. Tighten it up a little bit more. Shorten it up. So that halter's not made for a baby, so it's too big. So you got to have it tighter than it needs to be to stay on. That'll work. Look at there, I'm proud of you. You even tied the knot right. Good job. Come on. Now just keep walking around. And your goal here, Kaylin, is going to be for him to seek relief directly beside of you. There you go, just like that. He's pulling on you just a little bit, but not bad. Don't make a big deal out of it. Just keep walking. He doesn't have to be perfect, so just keep walking. See, he's unsure right now, he's uneasy, and he's leading you a little bit, so let's just keep walking a minute until he has a chance to go a little faster so that he'll respect your leadership. You see, we're using the steady rhythm here as a tool to help him to gain a little more confidence. See how much better he was that time, but he's in a hurry to get down here. I mean, it's cold this morning and he's away from his friends, so he knows that way's out. Go up that way again. Go over to the right and turn the opposite way this time. Just keep walking, it's all right. Just keep walking. There you go, perfect. I like that you didn't look back at him. You just kept a feel there. Now, if he starts getting ahead of you on a regular basis, we're going to do something about that. But right now, let's just ignore it.
Okay.
That's just cool weather fresh you're dealing with. That's normal colt behavior that hasn't had a lot of handling. So we don't want to do a lot of correcting when they're in this state of mind, because all we would do would scare him and make things harder for you the next time. So if you just stay in this rhythm, now feel him settling. You can probably feel it in the lead rope, can't you? So let's just stop right there. And turn back and then pet him there now. So I think what went on here, Kaylin, is you communicated with him when you went in there before you put the halter on in a way that he understood. And you became the leader in there by what you were doing, how you were doing it. You didn't go chasing his head and chasing him off. You went to the hind end and drew his head to you. He presented himself and he stood there like a little gentleman and let you put the halter on. He let you lead him in here. And then you stayed steady with your leadership until he was able to get comfortable with it. And now that he got comfortable, then you're stopping here in a place where he'd probably rather be down there. But you're reassuring him that everything's all right. So that's a whole lot going on there in a very short period of time. So the point I wanted to get to you is that every time you're in the presence of your horse, if you'll do little things like that, all of that starts overlapping. So down the road, you're going to get that ranch horse you're dreaming of, but it all starts right here. Okay? Good job.